Hey everyone, welcome to the webinar on how to crush your real estate market. So today I'm going to be sharing some great ideas on how you can be different and capture the attention of your network or your sphere of influence. If you want to make money in real estate, this webinar is going to give you actionable steps to do just that. So first of all, it's important to understand that even though we sell real estate, we are actually in the people business. Most seasoned agents understand this, but it's surprising how many realtors don't place enough emphasis on their people skills. The better we are at cultivating relationships, the more real estate we will sell. Many realtors struggle because they never get a handle on this. There are a lot of shiny objects out there that can distract us, but if you focus on people and nurturing relationships first, your success is much more assured. Websites, pay-per-click, and Facebook ads have their place, but the foundation of your business should be on growing and appreciating your network on a daily basis. So how do we do this? Well, we use the law of reciprocity. Well, what's the law of reciprocity? The law of reciprocity states that if you do nice things for people, they tend to want to do nice things for you in return. If you use this law of reciprocity consistently, what ends up happening is that your network starts to send business to you on a consistent basis. You'll develop a little army of people that love you because you've loved them and appreciate them. It just works great. So if we're in the people business, doesn't it make sense to find a system that will help you make better relationships? Well, that system, guys, is Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards is a 14-year-old company. They mail out over 50,000 cards and gifts a day to people around the world. In fact, they are the largest user of first-class postage in the United States. Send Out Cards will help you to turn strangers into friends, prospects into clients, and turn clients into raving referral fans. So Gail Zintek is a great example of what Send Out Cards can do for a realtor that uses the system consistently. She's the #1 agent in her market. She attributes this completely to Send Out Cards. Gail lives in Michigan, and she's a great example of how Send Out Cards can make real estate a lot easier. She started using it about 10 years ago, and she was at about a 30% referral-based business back then. She saw how effective this system was very quickly and got rid of all of her other expensive lead gen tools when she started getting amazing results by loving on her network using Send Out Cards. Here's a couple of her thoughts.
Hey, Gary asked me to just share a couple words about how we use Send Out Cards in our real estate business. And really it started back in 2007, just sending a card after a follow-up for open houses, and then perhaps when we'd meet new people, when we close on our transactions, creating a couple campaigns that go out over the course of the year to stay in touch. And what that's done for us in the last 10 years is built a 98% referral business, closing about 50 plus homes a year in our market by referral. And that's really a powerful way to do business, because your phone rings and you pick it up and say, how can I help you? Instead of always going out and finding leads and paying for lead generation. So I encourage you to check out Send Out Cards. It's a fabulous way to grow your real estate business or any other business that you have customers and clients that you want to celebrate in a positive, effective, emotional, heartfelt way.
So this is not an e-card. In less than 2 minutes from your smartphone, your tablet, your computer, you can actually create a personalized physical greeting card. You can add pictures to it. I take pictures off of Facebook and put them on cards all the time, because a picture is better than 1,000 words. So once you do that, it goes through the postal service and it'll land in any address in the world that has a postal address. Send Out Cards will print it, stuff it, stamp it, and send it out the very next day. Plus, you can add gifts and gift cards. So we've got gourmet food items. The brownies are awesome. And we've got gifts for pets and their owners. We've got children's gifts, gifts for mom and dad. We've got gifts for the home. we have hundreds of gifts to choose from, anywhere from a couple dollars to a couple $100. So, fits any budget. And we also have gift cards. Now, the thing regarding the Starbucks card, if you want to get through the gatekeeper to connect with the decision maker, I'd recommend sending them a card with a Starbucks gift card. I've done this before, and quite often they end up calling me before I try to reach out to them. It works really, really well. So let's just see how easy the send out card system is to use. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to create and send a card through the Send Out Cards card editor. So first of all, I would go to the card catalog. And I would choose a card that I want to send. So for today's purposes, I'm just going to do some examples just to give you an idea of how the system works. So let's go ahead and pick a photo drop card. And hopefully that will load quickly, which it doesn't seem to want to do. So let's go ahead and start over again, because you know how computers can be. And there we go. The first time that it pops up, you'll go ahead and hit the Customize button. Now we have different ways to send cards. You can send a flat card, which is a 5x7 card inside an envelope. We have a 2-panel card. We have a 3-panel card. This is great for realtors to send out listings to the neighborhood asking for the neighbor's help in selling the home. I've had great success using this. I placed the picture of the front of the home on the inside 3 panels. We can actually span that across the panels and then put some pictures on the edges. And I'll get a list of 100 neighbors from my title rep and create one card and send out 100 cards to the neighbors. And that has brought me a lot of business. So that's a great card that I use all the time. We also have a big card that's 8x10, and then we have a postcard. For today's purposes, I'm going to send out a 2-panel card. We also have different finishes, a standard finish, a satin finish, and a pearl finish, but today I'm just going to send out a 2-panel standard card. So this is a photo drop card, so I'm going to click there, and then I'm going to find a photo that I want to send out. Let's say that I was sending this out to one of my clients, and I find her picture on Facebook and put it on the card, and then I click there, and then I will go ahead and change the background colors. Of course, we've got all kinds of different colors here. If I wanted to, I could put more photos here. I can have the entire inside left of the card with a photo, or there's many different layouts that can be chosen to have numerous ways to print a bunch of different photos. But we're going to leave it blank for today's purposes. Now on the right side, I'm going to go ahead and choose my font. I'm going to center it in the middle. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to choose my font, and then I'm going to write a quick message. And now I'm done with the message, and I can go to the back of the card, and I'm able to brand myself on the back of the card. So I have all different types of layouts. I have vertical and horizontal layouts. I've got layouts for Christmas, for Valentine's Day. This is completely unlimited, the number of brands that you can have that you can choose from. So you just would click on the brand that you want to go on the back of the card. So if it's real estate related, you can have a real estate brand. If it's family related, you could have a picture of your family. And then you're able to send out the card. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. You get the idea. And now I'm going to add a gift. You can choose to add a gift. You can not add a gift. It's entirely up to you. Our brownies are amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and search for brownies. And we've got a 2-pack, a 4-pack, an 8-pack, a 16-pack. We've got the new Blondie brownies. We've got brownies with lemonades, all different types of ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose the 2-pack. And then I'm going to add my recipient. Now I can add a new recipient, or I can search for a prior recipient. I'm just going to send this to myself just to give you an idea. And I would hit done. Card is ready to send. I've got a couple dollars of postage and for the brownies, and I hit send, and the card will be printed tonight at midnight, go out in tomorrow's mail. And if I was to send this card, I'd get it probably 3 days later. That's how quick and easy it is to use the send out card system. Okay, everyone, have a great day. So guys, this is a great system to be able to love on your network, but it's also a great way that you can automate a lot of your card sending. So here's what I found works best. I set up a birthday campaign, anniversary campaign, a holiday campaign, and I just put my prospects and my clients and my network into these campaigns, and Send Out Cards automatically creates the card and sends it off to the client for their birthday, the anniversaries. That could be their house anniversary as well. They bought a house from me a year ago, and I want to touch them and say, hey, I can't believe it's been a year. Thank you again for allowing me to help you, and I hope everything's going great, and so forth. So you can set it up and forget about it, and just let Send Out Cards send out all these type of cards automatically. But probably one of the most powerful ways that you can use Send Out Cards is when you see something noteworthy on Facebook, you can create a special card to celebrate that. So, you'll see a picture in your news feed of one of your clients, your prospects, someone in your network that had a baby that took their first steps. So I took this picture off of Facebook. I added the little words on the side, my first steps. Guys, they're never going to throw this away. In fact, I've gone to people's homes months after sending them a card, and they've either framed the card or it's on the refrigerator under a magnet. This is an incredible product that keeps you top of mind. So when someone has a pet that crosses over the Rainbow Bridge, we love our pets and we cherish them and their memories. So this was a post that I found on Facebook, and I just added the words, always remember, friends are friends forever. And I sent this to a guy that one of my prospects, he's kind of a tough nut to crack, he's not very emotional. And I see him a couple weeks after I sent him the card, and he goes, dude, I've got to give you a hug. And it's just the simple touch of something that's heartfelt, because people post their lives on Facebook, and you can use that to cement your relationships and cultivate your relationships with people. And remember, we're in the people business, and the more that you are able to cultivate and nurture relationships, the more real estate you're going to sell. So this card here, someone went on vacation and they posted a picture on Facebook, and I wrote on the card, looks like you had a great vacation. And here's one where I sent off a card to my insurance agent, actually, and his 8-year-old son hit his first home run, and he posted that. This is a different picture, but he posted that, and I just put on this card, Future Hall of Famer. Guys, if you use this system consistently, taking noteworthy items off of Facebook and sending it out consistently to your network, what ends up happening is that your clients will fall in love with you. And the amazing thing is that when your clients fall in love with you, you go from out there in the ether where all the other realtors are at, and you go to top of mind, and then over time, you'll go to top of heart. And top of heart, guys, that's where the referral machine is at. So I sent a card to someone with a picture of their newborn baby, and I added a little plush baby toy. And they called me a week later and said, thank you very much. That was really very thoughtful, very kind. So we chatted for a few minutes, and ended up a couple weeks later, she was at a party for her office, and someone across the room said that they were thinking about buying a home. And she heard that, and she went over and gave them my information. I actually got a referral from that. I would not have received that referral unless I had sent them a card with a picture of their newborn baby. Guys, this system is money. It just flat out works. So here's another great way that you can use send out cards. You can use send out cards by creating a 4-card campaign to go after FSBOs and expireds. So what do most realtors do for FSBOs and expireds? They get on the phone and they dial for dollars, just like every other realtor. And what ends up happening, I'm sure it's happened to you, you've called someone and they've said, dude, you're the 10th person that's called me today. It's getting kind of old. Well, see, the thing is that if you end up learning this simple rule, always give something of value before you ask for something of value. When you do that, when you send someone a picture of their home on the front of the card, on the first card, and add a couple brownies, and then you follow up with them, the whole dynamic changes. When you send someone a card with a couple of brownies and then reach out to them, you'll be amazed at the different energy that happens. Like, oh, you're the dude that sent me the brownies. Thanks so much. That was really cool. And that it goes from when you meet someone, it goes from what you would normally expect to get a handshake, you actually end up getting a hug. It just works, guys. This system is money. So Brian Perez is a great friend of mine. He's a realtor in his second full year, and he's absolutely crushing the FSBO market back in South and North Carolina. So I'm going to let him speak about how he uses send out cards, and I think you'll be amazed.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Brian Perez. I am a licensed realtor in North and South Carolina. And a buddy of mine asked me, he's like, Brian, will you just take about 60 minutes and just tell everyone how you're getting FSBOs, for sale by owners, using send out cards? Well, you guys, late last year, I read Jim's book, The Revolution of Real Estate Sales. In this book, he has a script step by step on how to do it, how to go after expireds and how to go after FSBOs. And I just made a commitment in November of last year to be consistent with it. I had faith in the system, and I love it. So as a result of that, last month I closed roughly about $1.5 million in real estate transactions. This month I'll do roughly about $1 million, and I have about $1.5 million to $2 million roughly in between there in the pipeline. And my system works, guys. So I would highly recommend you get this book, use this system. It's going to take time, it's going to take faith, it's going to take consistency, but his system works. So do it. Thank you for watching. Bye.
So Jim McCord is the person that Brian mentioned. Jim is a friend of mine. He's an agent out of Kentucky and Ohio, and he actually wrote a book called A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. And in this book, he lays out exactly how to go after the FSBO and expired market using a different method than all the other realtors are using. And it works. So I'm going to go ahead and let Jim explain a little bit more about this.
Hey everybody, my name is Jim McCord. I am a licensed realtor. I'm licensed in Ohio and Kentucky. I've been licensed for 25 years, and I've actually sold full-time for 25 years. About 10 years ago, a RE/MAX agent named Brad Call introduced me to a product called send out cards. I had zero interest because I was not a card sender. Well, it took him about 6 months, and I tell you what, the way he ended up getting me to take a serious look at it is Brad sent me a card, and it was actually a card of a photo of me in front of an open house I did. Well, I got it then. I was 51 years old. It's the only time in 51 years I ever received a card with my photo on the front. So instantly I got that. I realized everybody who bought a house from me had to have that same feeling that I had when I opened that card. So I started using it to thank my buyers. It was phenomenal. I used it for probably 3 or 4 months, and I got great response from my buyers. They were saving the cards. And then I started using it to prospect because I've always been a listing agent. And I can tell you, I've tried just about everything over my 25 years. And 9.5 years ago, when I started using send out cards to prospect for sale by owners and expireds, it was game changing, truly, and life changing also. And I'll just put it this way, just put yourself in the mind of a seller. I'm a real estate coach now. I don't sell anymore. But put yourself, this is what I tell my clients, put yourself in the mind of that seller who owns that for sale by owner or that expired home. They're getting tons of phone calls every day from all the other realtors, all companies. They're just getting bombarded with phone calls. Nobody likes cold phone calls. They're getting some pieces in the mail. And then they come home and they get a bunch of mail and they see a box there. Well, of course, you're going to open the box first. You open the box, you look at it. There's a card inside. When you see that card, it's got a picture of your house. You're wondering, wow, I wonder who did that. Of course, you're going to look inside and there's a message from a realtor. And that message says something to the effect, I'm different than all the other realtors. Well, he or she is different than all the other realtors. That's what I found out. And one thing led to the next. That pretty much was my only prospecting tool. I quit all the other stuff I was doing, no more cold phone calling. And it was just phenomenal. And then about 5.5 years ago, I used it on a $2 million expired listing. I got that one. I thought, well, that worked good. I'll try it on a few more. There were 3 other listings over $1 million that expired that hadn't resold or relisted or sold. And I used send out cards, sent the card and the cookie, and I listed 4 homes in about 2 months, over $1 million. Life changing. So anyway, that's kind of my story. Worked so well that I ended up writing a book. It's called A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. You can get it on Amazon for $9.95. But my luxury home sales over the last 5 years, my book, my coaching, it's all a product of send out cards. When I say it's a game-changing product, you won't believe it. But you got to get in there. You can't just sign up. You got to use it. You got to use it regularly. Phenomenal product.
Are the dots starting to connect with you? You've heard from 3 different realtors that have used send out cards in different ways, and it works for all of them. And the thing that you've heard from all 3 realtors is using the system consistently. And whether you use it to love on your network or sphere of influence, or you use it to go after FSBOs and expireds, if you use the system consistently, it totally works. So you high Ds out there, you're probably saying, okay, I can see how this works. Tell me, what's the lowdown? What does this system cost? Well, there are 4 different subscriptions. The first one is a basic account, basically a pay-as-you-go account. This is great for someone that just wants to send a couple cards a month. I would not recommend this for realtors. This system is too powerful to just use it a couple times per month. So this is good for grandma to stay in touch with family and friends, but I would not recommend this for the professional. The Enhanced program is a much better program. I'll get into it a little bit more on the next slide, but I'm going to recommend the Premium account and the Enterprise account. And you'll see why on the next couple of slides. So guys, there's no contract. You can cancel at any time. But if you start using this, I really don't think that you will. So let's talk about the first plan, the basic plan. So this is a pay-as-you-go account. You create a card, you pay for it. You create a card, you pay for it. You're going to pay a higher price point on this card than you will on the other subscriptions. So this card's going to cost anywhere from $275 to $375, depends on whether you add photos or not. It has a limited relationship manager, so it's really not suitable for a professional. But this is one of the accounts. The Enhanced plan is better. It's a $17 a month subscription that basically is an entry fee to get into having a lower price point and being able to have a 15% discount on the gifts, to have a better relationship manager where you can store contacts that you really can't do very well in the basic plan. It includes all card types, so there's just the same price no matter what kind of card you send out. It has enhanced storage, so you can save more campaigns, more saved photos, more saved cards, more contacts. And it also has the campaign feature that the basic plan does not have. These are the 2 plans that I'm going to recommend for any realtors. The first one is the Premium package. Now guys, pay attention to this. For $97 a month, you can send unlimited single cards, including postage. That is a game-changing plan. This is a new plan. These 4 plans are all new as of 2 months ago. And when I saw this, I was like, how in the heck can they do it? Well, they've crunched the numbers. They know that they're going to lose money on some people, and they're going to make money on some people. And with all the 4 additional plans and the different things that they have in their gifts, they've crunched all the numbers, and the numbers work. So my recommendation is take advantage of this plan and spend 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening, and send out 10 cards a day. Over 30 days, that's 300 cards that you could send out, including postage, for $97 a month. So what is that? Maybe 30 cents a card? It's a ridiculous price. So take advantage of that. Now, we also have the standard card that goes out on a campaign or a group send. That's going to cost $1.75 plus the 50-cent stamp. So that's a little bit different than the free card. The free card is a card that you create immediately. Let's say you grab a picture from Facebook, you put it on a card, you send it to one person immediately. That's included in the $97 or the $147. But if you send out one card to more than one person, like to 2, 5, or 10 or more people, that is going to incur a higher cost. So you're basically trading time for money. But the free card is such an incredible value that if you're just spending 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening and going over your Facebook newsfeed and seeing things that are noteworthy and sending out a card like that, it's just a phenomenal deal. And then you'd want to use the group send and the campaign function to go after FSBOs and expireds and maybe your standard cards that go out without you thinking much about it. Your birthdays, your holidays, anniversaries, things like that. So the premium account does give you a 30% discount on gifts, and you also get premium storage, so more storage to save your campaigns and photos and contacts. There's also a loyalty reward program. This is 10 group send cards. If you don't use the 10 group send cards, they roll over for 12 months. So this is a great way to have 120 cards ready for your use during the holidays. And they've rolled over for 12 months, and bang, you've got 120 cards that you can send out at very, very low cost. Basically, it's just postage. All right, so the next plan I'm going to recommend is the plan that I have. This is the Enterprise program. And the main difference between the Enterprise and the Premium is that it has all the same features. It has the unlimited single card sends, $1.75 plus 50 cents for the standard non-free cards. Gives you a 30% discount on gifts. All card types are included. But what the Enterprise program gives you is 100 free cards toward group sends per month. So let's say that you had a listing and you wanted to advertise that to the neighborhood. You could create one card, add 100 names to that through like a CSV file that you upload into the system, connect it with that one card and hit send, and that goes out the next day to those 100 neighbors asking for their help. Who do they know that might be interested in looking at this home? So this is the plan that I use. It's a great plan. I think this is a no-brainer for realtors, either the Premium or the Enterprise plan. Frankly, it's a no-brainer. So there are some additional features that you may desire. We have a campaign that's ready to go called the First Impression cards. These are cards that have a little bit thicker card stock. It has an upscale feel. It has a satin white or a satin black finish. There's 3 cards in each of the campaigns. You can have a nice to meet you card, a thank you for your business card, or let's celebrate new possibilities card. And the only thing you'd want to do with these cards is maybe change the brand on the back and have your brand, your picture, your contact information. You're welcome to change the wording on the inside, but these are cards that are set up almost ready to go right out of the chute. So you also can have a handwriting system. Now the handwriting and signature package is a $49 feature. The First Impressions kit is $99. But the Essentials pack is $99, and you basically get both packages together. So if you're going to buy the First Impressions kit, by all means, get the Essentials pack and get the bonus of the handwriting system. So there's going to be a form that you download, and then you fill out your ABCs, your 1, 2, 3, your different punctuation. At the bottom of that form, there's 4 boxes that let you sign different signatures. It could be your first name. It could be your legal name. It could be cursive or printed. Heck, you could even have your spouse and your kids sign one of the boxes for a family type card. And it's up to you. So now when you're creating your card on your phone or your laptop or computer, you can actually have your handwriting that goes out. And when you finish the message, you choose how you want your signature to land on that card. So it's a great way to make that a more personalized card. We have some ready-made campaigns for realtors and other businesses as well. And you just want to add your brand on the back of these and put your clients and prospects, your sphere of influence into this campaign. And they're going to get either 3 or 5 touches depending on what you purchase. And they're going to have a birthday card, a holiday card, a home, sweet home card, 5 different touches that are automated for you. And it allows you to keep in touch with your sphere throughout the year and stay top of mind, and actually, more importantly, to stay top of heart. So guys, the first step is to go to sendoutcards.com/go mobile. You want to go to that website because you can create a card to send to someone for free. It could be a card that you send to a friend or a loved one, a client. You can even send it to yourself if you want to. This will set you up on the basic account so that you can send cards when you need to on a pay-as-you-go basis. But honestly, this system is so powerful, I would recommend upgrading to one of the subscriptions and using this system consistently. And you're going to find very quickly that you're going to start getting feedback, you're going to start getting results, and it will very soon become your number one marketing tool, as it has for so many realtors that I have helped across the country with this system. Now, this next slide may appeal to you, it may not, and it's totally fine. If you want to just use this system as a client and use it to grow your real estate business, great. But there's going to be a few of you out there that would be interested in having your send out card system for free. Well, how do you do that? Well, you can actually, like me, be a referral partner. And a referral partner is someone that shares send out cards with other realtors, other business owners, and you can actually subsidize the expense of your subscription by being a referral partner. It costs $59 a year to turn send out cards into a residual profit center. And we have something called 5 for free. So if you sign up 5 people with the same plan you have, then your plan would in essence cost you nothing. You get a 20% commission whenever someone signs up a plan, you're going to make 20%. And so if you have the $97 a month plan and you've signed up 5 people at $97 a month, you're going to earn $97 a month in residual commission, and lo and behold, now your plan is free. But if you show this system consistently, or you can even invite them to this webinar, you can actually earn a sizable residual income over time. And again, this may be of interest to you, it may not, it's totally fine. But I saw send out cards and I fell in love with it immediately. And as a realtor, I knew that other realtors would love it. So I became a referral partner and I started showing this to other realtors. I use it when I go to CE classes. I've turned CE classes into a profit center because I show the person to the left and right of me how send out cards can help their business. And obviously I don't sign up everyone, but I sign up enough that it makes me a nice residual income on a very, very part-time basis. The gentleman that signed me up with send out cards has been using it for 14 years. And I actually saw him on stage at a conference that I went to. And come to find out, he lives here in Vegas like I do. And come to find out that he actually purchased a home from someone in my office. So I asked Chet to reach out to Jordan, and Jordan called me the next day, and I got started a couple days later. That was about 3.5 years ago. It's probably been the best decision in my professional life ever. So guys, one last thing here is that for those of you that get started with the preferred or enterprise subscription within the next week, I'm going to send you a copy of Jim McCord's book, A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. This is the book that you can use to do everything you need to do. Set up the cards, put in the words, have the actual cards that Jim uses to go after FSBOs and expireds. And this is money. This will put a lot of money in your pocket. If you go after FSBOs and expireds using this system that very few other realtors are using, guys, this is going to make you a lot of money. So I can tell you that if you use send out cards and this book, you will revolutionize your real estate business. It's just as simple as that, guys. So I'd like for you to reach out to me. You're welcome to email me at sendoutcardsforme@gmail.com. You're welcome to call me. I would prefer a text, at least initially. My number is 702-610-4539. I'll answer any questions that you have. I'll help you to get started. And, once you're up and running, then we can set up a time where I can spend some time with you and train you on how to use this system to get the fullest benefit. Now, if someone else has invited you to this webinar, you want to make sure and reach out to them so that they can give you that personalized service that you need. I do this for my referral partners because my referral partners send people to my webinar, and I'm not interested in taking their clients. I want them to benefit, and I want you to benefit if you're a referral partner. So if someone else has invited you to this webinar, please reach out to them and they can get you started. And the last thing I want to show you again is the website, sendoutcards.com/go mobile. Go to that site and send a card to someone. And then let's talk. And if you want to get started, I'll help you to do that. So guys, I hope that you got some great value out of this webinar. I think if you use this system consistently, it's going to make you a lot of money. And I know it has for me and for so many realtors that I know and that I've helped. Have a great day, guys. Appreciate your time.